Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series of linear IC application. So now let us say today's our topic is what is amplifier and what are the classification of amplifiers. This is the theory questions can come from the amplifier topic. So now let us see what is the definition of amplifier and what are its classification. We know that amplifiers are the electronic device which is used to increase the strength of weak signal to a strong signal without changing its original shape is called as faithful amplifier. The difference between amplifier and faithful amplifier is when you have a signal of, let us say, a small amplitude of 50 millivolts peak to peak with 1 kilohertz of frequency, and you get the output of, let us say, 5 volts with 1 kilohertz frequency. So the device which do so is nothing but your amplifier. Now you may get, let us say this is your input and the output, and you have given it to the amplifier and you got the output something like this. Now here again the input is 50 millivolts at 1 kilohertz frequency, and this is a 5 volts of 1 kilohertz frequency. Now you can see, according to the definition of amplifier, it is a device which increases the strength of weak signal to a strong signal. That is nothing but your amplifier. In both the cases you can see that your input is 50 millivolts and your outputs are 5 volts. But the thing is, you can see the shape of the outputs are different here. Here the shape of the output is exactly replica of your input signal, whereas here I got a square wave output. Though the amplitude is maximum, same like previous, but what I can say is I have lost the shape of my sine wave, which was something like this actually. That means I got the some part of the signal got clipped off to the positive and negative value. So this kind of amplification is, though it is amplified, the signal is amplified, but it is not called as amplifier, faithful amplifier, because the faithful amplifier condition is you should get the replica of your input signal with increased magnitude. So that's why the difference between faithful amplification and normal amplification is this: when you are able to get the strength of signal to a large value compared to its input applied, and you got the same replica, you got the output same as replica of your input, the shape of the waveform didn't get changed. That is what your faithful amplifier is. So that is the definition of your faithful amplification. Now let us say what are the classification of amplifiers. Actually, there are the wide range of classification of amplifier is there. Few of them only I am listing out here. First is depending upon the load connected, what type of load you have connected in your amplifiers, what type of interstage coupling you have used when you go for the multi-stage amplifiers. Depending upon the method of the operations, your amplifiers can be classified depending upon their operating frequency range. On that basis also amplifiers got classified, and depending upon the applications. And one more you can add over here is depending upon the configuration you are using. Depending upon the configuration. So now let us see one by one. Type of the load connected. Type of the load connected. As I said, there is a wide variation of your amplifiers classification. Only few important things only I am listing out here. You can see here type of load connected. That means when you want to drive a circuit, what kind of load you have connected at the output side. If you have an amplifier with resistance connected at the output side, or which or the resistive network is used as a load, then that circuit is called as amplifier with resistive load. If at the output side, at the load side, if you have conducted some inductive material, transformer kind of thing, we call it as amplifier with an inductive load. Then depending upon the method of interstage coupling, like you have one C amplifier and you will be having one more C amplifier. Now this is a first stage, this is a second stage. Now in between this, how the output of one is connected to the input of the second. On that basis you have different types of amplifiers. Like if you may go for RC coupling, that means output of first stage is connected as an input for the second stage through the resistor and capacitor network, RC network, then it is called as RC coupled. If in place of this, if you use a transformer, then you call it as transformer coupled amplifier. And the last one, without using RC or your transformer, if output of one stage, that means from the collector direct from the first stage collector output terminal, you are directly connected to the input base of the second base of the second stage, then we call it as a directly coupled amplifier. Definitely each and everyone, they're having their own advantage and disadvantage that we'll be studying in detail when we talk about interstage coupling. So here only we are classifying on the basis of whether they are what kind of interstage coupling. If you go for multi-stage amplifiers, what type of load you have connected. Then method of operation. Third topic is method of operation. The amplifiers are classified like class A, class B, class C, class AB, class D and class S. Generally in our syllabus till this 4 we are going to see. So what are they is, now first of all, these are the power amplifiers. Definitely power amplifiers are different than the normal voltage or current amplifiers. Now depending upon the method of operation, it means that how you are selecting your operating point for this particular power amplifiers. On that basis, the power amplifiers are classified into class A, class B, class C and class AB. In class A, the output, the Q point is selected at the center of the load line, and in class B power amplifier, the output is obtained only for half of the input of the cycle. That means if you give input something like this for class A, your output is there for both half cycles, that is positive and negative, that is your class A. In class B, when you give input a complete sine wave, only you are going to get the output for half of the cycle. In class C, it is less than 180. When you give input something like this, your output will be something like this. That means this much part only got amplified and this part is absent. And in class AB is nothing but more than 180, more than 180 and less than 360. That means your operating point selected in such a way that the output waveform will be obtained for more than half of the cycle but less than complete full cycle. So this is all about the method of operation of the amplifiers. Then depending upon their frequency range, you can classify your amplifier as a DC amplifier. That means when you have a input frequency 0, because DC signal will have 0 frequency component, and when you are using this kind of amplifier, we are calling it as a DC amplifier. Then we have an audio amplifier for which the frequency range is from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Then we have a video or pulse amplifier in which we are going to process the video signals which carries the frequency range from some kilohertz to few megahertz. Then we are going to have a radio frequency amplifier in which the frequency range is from some few kilohertz to 100 megahertz. Whereas ultra high frequency amplifiers, the amplifiers which are designed to deal with the frequencies which in terms of hundreds megahertz to several thousand megahertz. So this is depending upon what type of frequency range your amplifier is getting operated. On that basis, you have this different types of amplifiers like DC amplifier, zero frequency, audio amplifier, less frequency, a high frequency, a very high frequency, ultra high frequencies, so on. Now depending upon the application, for what purpose you are going to use the amplification. That means if you are using if you are amplifying the voltage, we call it as a voltage amplifier. If you are amplifying the current, it is a current amplifier. Power amplifier, that means you are amplifying both voltage and current. Tuned amplifiers, these are the amplifiers, name itself indicates it is for tuning. That means for what purpose we want tuning. When we want to match the impedance of the two devices, we are going to make use of this tuned amplifier.